Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all... That was a bad intro. Let's start over again. Let's do that again. Okay, there we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got ourselves an afternoon one today before, obviously, the Birds play tonight. And we'll talk a lot about the Birds. But, you know, we can't overlook this game. The Phillies are still playing. The Phillies do have a job to do. And this is big. They are going to have to go out there and get a win today. Freddy Peralta will be pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers. And this is a guy who really has just been very dominant throughout the whole month of August. And I think that that's going to lead into September for them. He's the ace of their franchise. And he's just been one of the best pitchers in the National League, without a doubt. It's not going to be easy. It really is not. But again, if you call yourselves a World Series contending team, you're going to have to find a way to win. You lost yesterday. You should have taken, I mean, the whole goal for me is to take 3 out of 3, of course. But from a realistic standpoint, you just got to get the win today. There's no way to sugarcoat that. You got to get the W. Ranger Suarez will be out there on the mound, and hopefully he can go 6 to 7 innings and give you a nice quality start just to keep you involved in the game. And then the offense has got to put up runs. This offense is going to have to try to find a way to battle against Freddy Peralta, make him throw pitches. If he throws a mistake, you capitalize. But you make him throw mistakes. You make him guessing. You got to get into his head. You're going to have to play. The only way that you're going to win this game against Freddy Peralta is if you utilize small ball. That's it. That's it. Other than that, I'd be shocked if he's throwing a lot of pitches out over the middle of the plate. You're going to have to play small ball. When he's on, if you find a way to get on base and you're grinding out at bats, you're going to have to try to steal. You're going to have to be smart on the bases and just get into this man's head. And I'm curious to see what this team's strategy is going to be today, but we'll see, and that's what we're going to do. I do want to remind you guys that we are doing the Eagles game tonight, so therefore there is no post-game show after this because I got to get everything all set up for the Birds. That does take priority, but yes, I just wanted to give you guys I wanted to give you a heads up, and I will continue to do that as the stream does go on. Please tell me who your final score predictions are down below as we get the game here. And tell me who your pogs are. Who are your players of the game? Okay? Let us know that too. I'm going to go. My final score prediction is going to be 3-2 Phillies. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game. I think that Ranger will keep you involved, and he will find a way to get the win today. I do. I actually do believe that. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. I did want to thank Zach for the $50 donation over on PayPal, man. I really appreciate you. He says, bringing great calls and constant dedication. Thank you. Thank you, man. Seriously. You know, without you guys really make this such a pleasure for me. So with that, let's get ready to rock and roll. Again, thank you so much, Zach. I really appreciate that. Freddy Peralta is going to pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers. 28 starts on the season, 16-5. If you guys do want to donate to PayPal, you most certainly can. It's posted on the LINKTRee. You just got to click on that. I don't usually promote it as much, but it is a thing. It definitely is a thing, for sure. Freddy Peralta pitching for the Milwaukee Brewers. And again, we mentioned this before, but he is one of the best ERAs in all of baseball. He is also 16-5. He has the most wins in all of baseball. Has 168 strikeouts as well. You're going to see a lot of four-seamers, changeups, curveballs, and sliders from this guy. Mainly four-seamers. And the four-seamer can really bite you. It does. And then when he's mixing in the changeup from time to time and his off-speed stuff, you're going to have to try to find a way to stay on balance with this guy. It's a lot easier said than done. But, again, if this team calls themselves a contender, you find a way. That's what good teams do. Oh, man. But, yeah, thank you so much. Max, what's up, Max? I don't know what's going on with my voice today. All of a sudden, it was doing fine. It was fine before I started streaming. And then all of a sudden, I put the headsets on, and I was like, and I got to clear my throat. Unreal. All right, Trey Turner will lead it off for the Phillies, and then it's Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Brandon Marsh, Harrison Bader, Max Kepler, Alec Boehm, and Bryson Stott. That is your starting lineup. Here's the first pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. Guys, go subscribe to Max Coverage TV for all your Yankees needs and Packers needs too. And he covers that. He does a lot of breaking news for MLB, NFL, and for NBA. That's what Max does, and he's really good at it. So make sure that you guys go subscribe to my friend. The 1-0 is fouled off. And so it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 is the count. Rome says, I'm going to go Brewers. What are your final score predictions? 1-1, swing and a miss. Redirect it this time to that stream, JJ, so us the viewers can click that notify button on the stream. Yeah, I did a redirect for after the game, if that's what you're saying. 1-2. That misses down for ball 2. What's up, Mark? Mark is also here. Did you see my comment about redirecting? Yup. I got you. You're the man. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed. 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. I put 2,500 on Phillies money line. I don't believe you. That's insane. Watch out for the bots today, mods. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Trey Turner is down on strikes. So you got a pitch right down Broad Street. And Peralta gets the first out via strikeouts. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Milwaukee Brewers, we'll get to that right now. You got Andrew Vaughn at first. You got Andrew Monasterio over at second. No Bryce Turang today. Still no Yelich either. Caleb Durbin's at third. And Joey Ortiz is at short. And the pitch. That is taken outside and high for ball 1. Jackson Chourio is out in left field. Isaac Collins will be playing out in right. And then the center fielder is Blake Perkins. So no Sal Frelick either. 1-0 pitch. That's taken for ball 2. So Frelick is not in their lineup. Neither is Christian Yelich. And neither is Bryce Turang. The 2-0 on the way. There's a swing and a miss. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Okay, good, nice. You're the man, Max. Dang it, there's our first spot. There's going to be a lot. My mods got to bring out the pew-pew. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Somebody's going to cut that and be like, and just make a sound effect out of it or a bite. Two balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber, batting .243 on the season. And the 2-2 delivery That misses outside for ball 3. What's up, JJ? Go Birds! Coach! Thank you so much for stopping on by. Kyle Schwarber batting 162 in his last 10 games. There's the 3-2, and that misses outside for ball 4. And so Kyle will walk his way over to first. And Bryce Harper is due up next. 10K before the year is up, JJ. Keep grinding, my boy. Thank you, man. We're going to keep going. We keep on going. We don't stop. I appreciate that. And guys, go subscribe to Mass Coverage TV. Mods, drop his link down below, please. Here's a changeup that's taken low and outside for a ball. So Bryce Harper is up. He has a Fanatic green sleeve on. That matches his cleats and his batting gloves. 1-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. Harper's 2 for 8 in this series with a solo home run. That came in the first game. Peralta comes set at the belt. He kicks, he fires, and Harper sends this one out to right field, but it's not that deep at all. And Collins is there, makes the catch. And Schwarber retreats his way back over to first base. And JT Realmuto is coming up. The Phillies in the standings for the National League East are 5.5 games above the New York Mets. Here comes JT. And Peralta comes set and deals. Throws a curveball in there for strike 1. Anybody else with players of the game today? Who are your Pogs? Here's the 0-1 to JT. That is inside for ball 1. If you see the word GTV.com in the end, it's a bot as well. Watch out for those bots. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a four-seamer at the knees taken for strike 2. One thing about Peralta is that he attacks the strike zone. So there might be times where they are going to have to be first pitch swinging. But they got to be selective about it. Time is called. Freddy does have 18 pitches. Again, you're not necessarily looking for a home run. You're just looking for a way to just make contact with the ball. It sounds simple and it sounds stupid. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and JT goes down looking on strikes on a fastball at the knees. So the fastball came, and, well, it conquered JT. And we're going to the bottom of the first. No score between the Phillies and the Brewers. 2 strikeouts in that inning for Freddy Peralta. And now we'll go to the Brewers lineup. Jackson Chourio will lead it off for Milwaukee. And then it'll be Isaac Collins. And then it'll be William Contreras, Andrew Vaughn, and then Caleb Durbin, right? And then it'll be Danny Jansen catching. Andrew Monasterio is playing over at second. You got Blake Perkins in center field. And then Joey Ortiz over at short. Batting in the 9 spot. So it's Chourio batting 1. Collins batting 2nd. 3rd is Contreras. 4th is Vaughn. 5th is Durbin. 6th is Jansen. Monasterio is 7th. And 8th is Perkins. And 9th is Ortiz. So that is the starting lineup for tonight's game between the Phillies and the Brewers for Milwaukee. And on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies, it'll be Ranger Suarez. Now, Suarez in his last outing did give up a lot of hits. He only gave up 1 run, which was actually pretty miraculous when you really think about it, but he was not sharp. He only had 2 strikeouts, and he got banged up a lot. So, again, you're not going to be able to afford to make those types of mistakes on fastballs and curveballs left out over the middle of the plate because the Braves are not the Brewers. Now, in his last outing before that, before the outing against the Braves, he did face the Nationals, and he went 7 innings. He struck out 11, and he allowed 3 hits, no runs, and no walks. We're going to have to see that version of Ranger because that version of Ranger was getting ahead in the counts early on, and the curveball was working. It was making hitters off balance. Churio leads it off, and the first pitch from Ranger, and Ranger falls behind in the count already. 1 ball, no strikes. This is Rangers' 22nd start of the season. The 1-0. There's a sinker that's in there for strike 1. Hello, MLB Familia. Again, we got the Eagles game tonight. There's a redirect. You're not even going to have to move. But we will have a redirect to the Eagles game right after this. So you can just stay here and tune on it. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Collins waits in the on-deck circle, and in the hole, it's Contreras. Ranger comes set and deals. And there's a swing and a miss. He went with a curveball again. Back-to-back curveballs thrown by Ranger Suarez, and there's 1 out. Certainly fooled him there. Went outside, it just tailed out. He swung over it. Here's a sinker that Ranger throws that's in there for strike 1. Ranger's a left-handed pitcher. The ball is 1 strike in the 0-1, and there's a curveball that catches the outside corner for strike 2, so he's painting those corners. He kicks, he fires again, Ranger. That is low for a ball. In his last outing against the Brewers, Suarez went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 runs total. And he struck out 2, but he didn't walk anybody. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Strike 3 caught on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts, and well, that equals the total amount of strikeouts that he had in his last game against the Braves. So there's 2 away. And really sorry, forgot to update the emotes. But I will make sure that I do that right now. And we'll do it when we go to a break. We will do it when we go to the top of the second. First pitch to Contreras, and that misses outside for a ball. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. It's a chopper, it's fouled. It's a long day for us, but we're here for it. We're excited. 1-1 delivery, and that is called a strike. Pitch track said that it was outside, but home plate umpire said otherwise. Behind the plate, it's Chris Siegel. 1-2 pitch, and that ball's floated out to center field over the head of Stott, and now it'll get down for a base hit. Bader does field it, and he throws it back in over to Stott. But Contreras bloops out a single. And with that, the Phillies defense, it'll look just like this. Rangers on the mound. JT is at the 2. At the 3, it's Harper. 4, it's Stott. 5, it's Bohm. 6th is Turner. And then the outfield, you got Martian left, Bader in center, and Kepler in right. See how I mixed that up a little bit? The pitch. There's a towering fly ball hit out over towards right field. Thank goodness it's slicing foul, and it'll go out of play. Have about 4 to 5 players for these two teams in playoff fantasy baseball, says David. Wow. Who are those players? No balls, 1 strike. Ranger kicks, fires, swing and a miss. Nice curveball thrown there. Same David Bennett. If you guys are doing fantasy baseball and your team is in the playoffs, you might want to tune on into Diamond Zone this weekend. 0-2, foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That's down for a ball. You're a Mets fan and Soto has no emotion. There's the 1-2 on the way. Ground ball, hit over to second base. Stott has it, and besides taking it to the bag, he could have done that, but he flipped it back over to Turner, who was further away. But Turner did reach second base to get the fielder's choice. It's 4-6 on the fielder's choice there, and we're going to go to the top of the second inning. No score between Philadelphia and Milwaukee. We'll take a quick step off. Be right back. Brandon Marsh will lead off the top of the second. And he stares at the fastball that catches the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Marsh ended up going 4 for 5 on Monday with 2 runs scored and an RBI. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And that RBI was the one that gave them the lead in the 9th. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2 pitch, and Marsh gets a piece of it and fouls it off. I took the Brews, says Steve, but you can't blame me when it comes to money. I got Eagles later, though. Don't be mad at me, JJ. And I'm a Cowboys guy. Ooh. Wow. 0-2 pitch. And that misses outside for a ball. Wow. Texas was kind to me. That's wild. 1-2 pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 2. Chat, is that a crime? In a playful way, of course. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a called strike 3. And Marsh does not agree, but he goes back to the dugout. And Peralta gets his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. It was a good pitch. And to be honest with you, Jansen did a good job framing it. Here comes Bader. And that's taken outside for a ball. Juan's here. What's going on, man? Still can't believe we got Parsons from the Cowboys. I can't believe it either. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike. I was stopped by for sure. Diamond Zone is my jam. Sometimes I'm working while you're on, though. No, I understand. Here's the 1-1 to Harrison Bader. That misses just a little bit low for ball 2. He did want to be an Eagle, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of happy that the Eagles didn't get him. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a swing and a miss. I trust Howie Roseman. 2-2 to Bader, and he smacks it foul over towards that left field side. That ball just pinballed. And finally, somebody got the souvenir. Where did that thing go? That that hit like the scoreboard over towards that little left field side. And then it just went into the seats, and then it just kept bouncing around. Next pitch is fouled off. Leg number 66. Very nice. Asia's here. What's up, Asia? 2 balls, 2 strikes to Harrison Bader. 1 away, top of the 2nd. And the pitch to Bader is way inside for ball 3. That was a curveball. So far, 7 pitches in this at-bat. Three balls, 2 strikes. And here's the payoff pitch to Bader, swing and a miss. That fastball is just so deceiving to the batter with the way that he releases it and hides it, really. And so it was right down the middle, and Bader strikes out swinging. And that's now 3 strikeouts in a row for Freddy Peralta. Here comes Kepler to the plate. And Max sends one out to right field, and that is going to go all the way towards the wall. Gets by Isaac Collins. Kepler's thinking about going over to third. He's rounded second base. The throw is cut off, but Kepler stays put over at second. I don't think that he would have gotten over to third there, and that was a wise decision for him to stop. It looked like when they kept cutting back and forth between camera angles that maybe he had a chance to go over to third there, but it was a wise decision for him to just stop right by second base there and go back. So a 2-out double for Max Kepler. That's his 18th of the season. And now Bohm comes up, and the pitch is taken for strike 1. It is great pitching. There's no doubt about it. The ball is 1 strike to Bohm. That's how you capitalize on a mistake. The 0-1 pitch. That misses inside. I gotta tell you, Danny Jansen does a very good job at framing pitches. That's the one thing that's going to become a lost art with robo-umps, if they ever go that route. 1-1. There's a foul ball. Bohm is batting .306 with runners in scoring position. He has hit 3 homers and has knocked in 43 runs. Peralta's 1-2 delivery to Bohm, and Bohm says no thank you to the curveball. It was low. Of course, Asia. I say prayers every night. I do. 2-2 to Bohm. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's not that deep. Perkins is there, makes the catch. And so the inning is over. So the Phillies do get a 2-out double, but that's it. And we're going to the bottom of the second. Justin says, hey, JJ, I got the Freddy versus Ranger duel going on right now in fantasy. Both are on my team. So, Justin, I guess here's what you need. You need them both to pretty much just go like 8 strong innings. And then you can just feast it up, right? Like, it doesn't matter who wins from that point on. But if they give you 7 good innings, you know, and it's just like 1 run or 0 runs or whatever it is, as long as nobody gets the loss, you know, I guess that you're good. It all depends on, I guess, like what your score is, but yeah. Maybe put the ball into play, buddy. Well, he did, but it was an out. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit the subscribe button as well. Just focusing on baseball really quickly. Guys, is this the NLCS? Is this an NLCS preview? Because here's how I think it'll play out. I think that the Phillies will be playing right now. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this little exercise. Okay, so let's actually just look at the standings really quickly. So right now, with how things do stand, the Dodgers would play the Mets in the wild card series, and the Cubs would play the Padres. So therefore, I believe that the winner of the Mets-Dodgers series would play the Brewers, correct? And then Cubs versus Padres would be Phillies. Is that correct? Somebody fact check me on that. The pitch. There's a called strike. Cubs versus Phillies. No, that's not going to happen because with the way that this works, Cubs had the first wild card. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch. And that is taken up high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Ranger. That's at the knees for strike 2. What's up, Michael? Asia, JJ. What's going on? James. Just kidding. 1-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base, backhanded by Bohm. He has to throw it over to first, and it's not in time. It was also a little bit off the line, too. But Bohm tried. He did everything that he could. Just could not make the play. He had to throw from foul territory over to first. It was just way off the line. He needed a perfect throw there to get him out. Hit that thumbs up button and continue to sub, my friends. How we doing, mods? Danny Jansen is up. And he takes strike 1. We got 314 people watching. That's awesome. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Ranger looks back at first. And now back to the plate. And the pitch is fouled away. So wait, so nobody told me. Okay, winner of the 3-6 seed, right? Plays the 1 or the 2. The ball's 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. And that is called a ball. It was at the knees. Asia!
JJ waving hand, winking face with tongue. I'm missing my mom so much. Crying face, loudly crying face. That's I'm becoming suicidal again. Crying face, I don't know what to do.
Well, I'm just happy that you're here, A. And I've been saying prayers every night, Asia. I really have. So you just have an awesome community on here that cares deeply about you. And I appreciate you for being on here. And thank you very, very much for the $5 super chat. That was totally unnecessary. You didn't have to do that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch is way inside for ball 2. We do love you. Two balls, 2 strikes to Danny Jansen. The pitch, ground ball rolled over to short. Turner has to throw it over to first, and he will. That's in time for out number 1. It's 3 and 6 versus the 1 seed. Okay. So 4 and 5 play the 2. So yeah, that's correct. So it probably would be Phillies versus like Padres, or it would be the Padres or the Cubs. That's correct. With the way things ended. 1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Monasterio. Andrew batting .294. There's the 1-0 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Thanks again, Asia. We love you. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit over towards center field. Bader backpedals, makes the catch. The throw is drawn over to third. It's cut off by Turner. And Durbin able to get on over to third base. Eight-legger. Oh boy, that's a spider. You have an 8-legger? Is Asia still here? There's a curveball that's taken on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. That's to Blake Perkins. Perkins batting .207. Here's the 0-1. That misses inside for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball off the glove of Ranger, right over to Turner. The throw to first is in time. Wow. So that's going to go down as a 1-6-3 ground out. That was lucky that it was hit right over to Trey Turner off of Ranger's glove, and Turner actually did a good job at positioning himself to field the ball. And so we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, and those score between Philadelphia and Milwaukee. We'll be back. Here's the pitch to Bryson Stott, and that's in there for a strike. The ball is 1 strike in the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. You know, Asia, if you are up to talk, like off stream, my email and my social medias are wide open. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, you're not just heard, but you can talk to me off stream. I take that stuff really seriously. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch was down low and outside for ball 2. I just can't do it on stream. But you can reach out to me off stream because I care. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That ball is hit into foul territory over towards the third base side. And that goes out of play. I just can't talk about this on stream. But you're more than welcome to reach out to me. Two balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. And the pitch. That's a foul ball. Two on the way. Swing and a miss. And so, Stott is down on strikes. And there's 1 out in the third. There's a changeup that's taken just below the knees for strike 1 to Trey Turner. Peralta comes set and deals. And the pitch is low and inside for ball 1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Keep hitting that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, guys. 1-1 pitch is down low and outside for ball 2. Peralta has a 1.69 ERA against the Phillies in his last 3 starts. Next pitch. That's a foul ball. Somebody asked me before, was Freddy Peralta actually a Philly? And the answer to that is no. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is fouled away. He was actually traded to the Brewers in the Adam Lind deal. 2-2, ground ball rolled over to short, picked up by the shortstop Ortiz, and the throw to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. He's been with the Brewers since 2018. He actually signed with the Seattle Mariners back in April of 2013 and was traded along with Carlos Herrera and Daniel Misaki to the Brewers for Adam Lind. That was in the Mariners got him. Next pitch, ground ball rolled over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score between Philadelphia and Milwaukee. All right, so Again, I will raise this question. Is this an NLCS preview? Phillies versus Brewers. If not, who do you think the Phillies will face in the NLCS? And again, I understand that we have to think about seeding. Because are the Phillies, you'll have to make this clear to me too, but are the Phillies the number 2, or are they going to have to play in the wild card round? Because if you say no, then I would probably assume it's either A, because the Phillies are going to have to be in the wild card round and that the Dodgers slide up to the 2, or the Phillies, or that the Brewers get upset, or that the Phillies get upset in the first round. Regardless, I don't consider the wild card to be the first round, even though I know that it's technically now the first round. Yeah, I don't know. But yes. So yeah, let me know. I just feel like that. I think that there's a shot. I do. I don't speak Spanish, my friend. I'm not bilingual. Lo siento. No hablo español. Bottom of the third. Phillies are playing the Brewers. Brewers do have 2 hits. Phillies only have 1. Ranger is on the mound. Phillies will be playing against the Marlins tomorrow night. Start off a weekend series. The pitch to Joey Ortiz is taken for strike 1 at the knees. Joey is 1 for 8 in this series. Ranger gets the signs and fires. That's a foul ball. It will go out of play. Later tonight, we got Guardians taking on the Rays. That'll be at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Angels play the Royals at 7:40. You got Dodgers and Pirates at 6:40. And the White Sox and Twins at 7:40 as well. There's the 0-2 pitch. That's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. Ranger fields it, throws it over to first. And that's in time for the first out. White Sox also play the Twins at 7:40. And then it's Yankees and Astros. They're on at 7:40 as well. So we got 5 night games. And again, no diamond zone. We're doing the birds. We got the Eagles playing the Cowboys at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Here comes Jackson Chourio. And he flies one out to right field. Kepler makes the catch right by his hat. And there's out number 2. Freddie might end up with a 20-win season this year. With the way that he's going, it's pretty wild. Justin says, I saw somewhere that Dylan Cease might get dealt somewhere else in the offseason. Yeah, they don't have the money to pay him. They really don't. Here's the pitch. That's taken on the outside corner for a strike. They did not trade Robert Suarez. People thought that he was going to be on the move. They made the trade for Laureano and for Ryan O'Hearn. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. For the Padres, it is World Series or bust for them this year. That's how it is. It is World Series or bust for the San Diego Padres this year. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Bader goes back, and it bounces right off the track over the top of the wall, and it bounces back over to him. He'll throw it on in over to second base. And there's a 2-out double by Isaac Collins. So Ranger threw a mistake. It was down the middle, and, well, just bounced right off that track. And then Bader had to bare hand catch it. Collins gets his 20th double of the season. Here comes Contreras, and he'll roll it over towards the right side. It's picked up by Stott. Throw over to first is in time. We're going to go to the fourth. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Speak Spanish. I don't know English. Yes, Asia. Correct. Here comes Bryce Harper. The pitch is a foul ball. That's right, Asia. Just DM me. We got 332 people watching, 103 likes. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up button. Here's the 0-1. That's up high for a ball. So Harper is in the box. The Phillies only have one hit today. That was on a double by Kepler. The 1-1 pitch upstairs. Freddy does have 56 pitches. So just work up that pitch count. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to Harper. Foul ball. After this inning is over, we're going to go say hi to Mitch Kofsky, I believe. Oh, wait. Is he on at 6? He's on at 6. Okay. Then never mind. We're going to go on at 6 o'clock then. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Payoff pitch to Harper. That's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And that is slicing foul. And goes out of play. The count is full. Peralta comes set, kicks, deals, and did Bryce go? The pitch was down. Harper did not go, and he will be taking his base. That's how we start off the 4th. All right. This is the inning, guys. This is the inning. Gotta come through here. Charge! Comes JT in the first pitch. That was inside, and he swings and misses it anyways. Now, if I were JT here, actually, if I'm Bryce here, I'm thinking about going. The ball is one strike, and the pitch is fouled away. Again, you're not going to get a lot of opportunities against this guy. You want to get into his head. No balls, 2 strikes to JT. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2 is way outside for a ball. Batters are hitting 187 when Peralta has faced the lineup his second go-through. They're batting 167 the first time that they face him, and the third time it's up to 220. 1-2 is down for ball 2. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. We are 40 subscribers away from 7,200. Let's get there. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to JT. Swing and a foul ball. Just got a piece of it. Peralta gets set, the belt, gets the signs, he kicks, fires, and JT takes down for ball 3. Again, Jansen framed it well, but the umpire was not going to buy it. This pitch is big. 3-2 pitch on the way, and JT flies it out over towards right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Harper will stop over at second base. So it just actually went towards shallow right field. Thought maybe it was going to carry a little bit more. But Harper did stop at second, and that was wise for him because he had to stand between first and second and just wait for it to drop. And it did, and the Phillies have something cooking here in the 4th inning. Let's go. All right, time to lock in. Let's go. Gotta get a run here. There's no excuse. Good at-bat by JT as well. And now Brandon Marsh is coming up to the plate. A good spot for Marsh. Let's go, Chet! Drop those Phillies emotes. Marsh will show bunt, and the pitch. It's hopped right back behind home plate. And the count is 0-1. I would do it again. Bader is in the on-deck circle. I would do it again. The ball is 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. He shows bunt again, pops it up, and it's hit right behind home plate, and it goes out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Could not get the barrel down on it. Jansen's like looking up. He's like, I can't find it. No balls, 2 strikes to Marsh. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball that went whizzing on by him. It was also upstairs. And there is out number 1. So Marsh could not lay down the bunt. And Peralta got him with a fastball. He was guessing that pitch that he swung at. He swung at it very, very late. And that'll bring up Harrison Bader. Pitch to Bader is down for a ball. That was a changeup. Peralta stares back at second, and Harper goes back to the bag. Monasterio is playing off the bag. The 1-0 to Bader, swing and a miss. It is so hard to hit his fastball right down the middle for whatever it is. One ball, one strike to Bader. Peralta is 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball at the knees for strike 2. "20 pitches in this inning so far for Peralta. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 to Bader. Swing and a miss. Went with the changeup. That was low. And there's strikeout number 7 for Freddy. He is feeling it. It's just a good changeup. Really is. You think it's going to be a fastball, and then it just, with the way that it moves, like by the time it gets to the dirt, like right before it gets to the dirt, it just dips like that. Here comes Kepler, and Kepler looks to the strike all the way at 97 down the middle. That was the same pitch that he actually doubled on his last at-bat. It was a fastball. The ball's 1 strike. Peralta gets the signs, and the 0-1 is up high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Peralta's 1-1. And Kepler, they try to appeal. Did he go? The pitch was low. He did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike to Max Kepler, who has had 2 base runners on with nobody out. Now there's 2 outs. Max will call for time. He'll step out of the box. Now brings his left foot back in, as well as his right foot. He's in his stance. 2-1 pitch. That misses down and away for ball 3. We are 38 subscribers away from 7,200. Let's do it. Keep those subs coming, folks. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Peralta will step off the mound really quickly. Stare back at second. Bud is here. What's up, Bud? Yolanda's here. Daniel's here. Thank you all so much. 3-1 pitch, and that misses outside for ball 4. That'll load the bases. Harper will go to third. JT will go to second. And Kepler is on at first base. Let's go. So Peralta throws 3 straight balls. And the bases are loaded. And now Bohm is due up. So Chris is going to go out there, Chris Hook, to talk to Freddy Peralta. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Nick is here. What's up, Nick? How are you, man? Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button. Best way to learn to bunt is play pass back on the ice. Hockey will teach you the bunt. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong. Told you the Phillies would find a way not to score. It ain't over yet, my friend. It still ain't done. Still was not done. Bohm is up. And the first pitch to Alec And Freddy attacks the zone on the inside corner for a strike. Bohm lined out in the second. No balls, one strike. Peralta will reset. The 0-1 to Bohm. It misses inside for a ball. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And here's the pitch to Bohm, and he fouls it off his foot. And so the count is 1-2. I'm just curious what Freddy's going to throw here. So he goes with a couple of fastballs. Does he go to it again, or does he go to the changeup? Peralta kicks, fires, and Bohm just gets a piece of it. He did go to the curveball there. That just disappeared out of the zone, and Bohm was able to just barely, I mean barely, get a piece of it. He went chasing after it, and Bohm said, "Hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo." Had that look on his face. 1-2 to Bohm. Swing and a miss on a fastball right down the middle. And we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. Phillies strand the bases loaded. Brewers fans on their feet. And we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. No score between the Phillies and the Brewers. We're going to take another step off. We'll be right back. All right, here we are, bottom of the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Apologies about that. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive, base it out to right field off of Ranger Suarez by Andrew Vaughn. That's how we start off the bottom of the 4th inning. Sit right off the end of the bat by Vaughn, and he's over at first. Okay, so Vaughn is aboard. Again, no post-game show tonight. We're focusing on the Birds. Caleb Durbin comes up. He'll show bunt, and it's a foul ball. It was rolled over towards the first base side, and it ended up going out of play. Dodgers just optioned Alex Freeland. Just got that notification on my phone. No balls, 1 strike. And Durbin takes high for ball 1. Who else is excited for tonight? I mean, I just can't wait. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base it out to left field. And so there's back-to-back base hits for the Milwaukee Brewers to start off the bottom of the 4th. Anybody tune on into WIP or 97.5 The Fanatic? Anybody tune on into any shows? Which shows do you guys tune on into? Or are you a Jacob Media guy? Are you a PHLY guy? The pitch. There's a bunt that's hit over to Harper. The throw over to third base. He got him. Nice play by Bryce Harper to get the lead runner out over at third base. He knew exactly what was going to happen. He figured that Danny Jansen was going to lay down the bunt. He came sprinting on home, and he fielded it. He spinned, turned, and threw a strike over to third base to get the runner out by force. Good heads-up play. That's what you want. So 1 out, bottom of the 4th. The sacrifice is incomplete. And the pitch is outside for a ball to Andrew Monasterio. It's going to go down as a play that recircles. So it's a fielder's choice bunt. Monasterio fouls off the curve. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's go, Darth. What's up, chat? Feels like an NLCS preview. It really does. That's what I've been saying. Birds game may have issues. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball's popped up and hit out over towards shallow left field. Turner backpedals onto the grass, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Lou, I see you everywhere. Okay, you are like all over the YouTube streets. You listen to my guy Charles. I'm not stalking you. Trust me, I'm not stalking you. But I've seen you on a lot. I've seen you on a lot of channels. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Can your editor add pitch count? This is not my editor. This is a website that I use, which really comes in clutch. Unfortunately, I can't add that. I don't even have an editor. I do this all myself, man. One day, though. One day, maybe we'll get an editor. I would love to be able to post more shorts. The ball is 1 strike. That's to Blake Perkins. But even if I got like a producer or something, that's, yeah. Here's the 0-1. That actually is caught on the knees for strike 2. Birds 365, says Neil. It's a good one. That's with Jody Mack, right? 0-2. That is outside for a ball. That's with Jody Mack, right? Just got cheesesteaks from Skinny Joey's in South Philly. Oh, they're so good. Let's go. Adam, what's up? What's up? How are you, my friend? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. JJ's a registered stalker, says Larry. I'm not. Shut up. I'm not. I swear. Neil says, yes, sir. Okay, I was right about that. Ranger does at 56 pitches. That I can tell you. I can definitely tell you that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. That was thrown right at the knees, and Ranger gets out of the jam. So Peralta got into a jam. He got out of it, and Ranger, well, he matched him. And we go to the 5th inning. Still no score between Philadelphia and Milwaukee. This has been an awesome game. Just from a baseball fan perspective, and again, I know that it sounds cringe because we have a lot of Phillies fans on here, but I like high-scoring games, and I like good pitching. And today, this is good pitching. This is not like the Phillies are facing somebody that's just, like this is not Jose Quintana. This is not Jose Quintana. This is Freddy Peralta, who is one of the top 5 best pitchers in the National League. Some would actually say right now, I could actually make the case that he's top 3. I really could. So, but yes. Topper's bubblegum banter. Brandon's here. What's up, JJ? He says. What's going on, my friend? I'm ready for the Birds game tonight. I'm a little bit all over the place today. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's because I've been getting my bird stream all set up. I stayed up pretty late last night. Made all the thumbnails today so that I didn't have to do that. And we've just been grinding. I didn't want to do Diamond Zone last night because this was going to be a lot of work. Gargano. Dude, I love Gargano. I absolutely am a huge fan of Anthony Gargano. I still, to be honest with you, and this is just me, I miss him on the radio. I do. I miss him. I miss him on 97.5. I just do. But I still tune on in from time to time. I loved listening to him on the radio, though. Loved it when he would interact with the callers. Loved him with the chewiness. Oh, it was such a great duo. So, yes. I'm going to Arlington, Texas, JJ. You haven't been there. I've been to Dallas. I have not been to Arlington, though. That is correct. Stott is up at the plate, and he takes a strike at the knees. That was a fastball. No balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. Here's the 0-1. It's high for a ball. The good news for the Phillies' sake is that Freddie is at 86 pitches. You missed the best show ever? That's funny. There's the 1-1 pitch. That is outside for ball 2. What happened to him? Basically, from what I understand, and again, don't quote me on this. If somebody has the actual facts down below, please present them to me. But he knew that PHLY was coming, and 97.5 didn't like that. He told Devon Givens about it and a couple other people, I believe. And so he ended up getting laid off because of that. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field, and that is caught for out number 1. I thought you were talking about Johnny Gargano. Who's Johnny Gargano? Anthony Gargano, the host, the talk show host, radio personality. So Turner comes up, and he cues it right in front of the mound, and the pitcher, Peralta, gets to it, throws it over to first, and that's in time for out number 2. I switch between Jacob, Philly 500, and the Philly Special Show. Philly Special Show. I'll have to check them out. I know Philly 500. Philly 500 is an absolute awesome guy. 2 gone, top of the 5th, and now Kyle Schwarber comes up. And the pitch is swung on and missed. That was a changeup. Now that's cringe, says Okie Boy. Schwarber walked in the first. Here's the 0-1. That's a foul ball. Just wanted a little sip there. I'll take another one though once the inning is done. ESPN is adding commercials to NFL Red Zone. It doesn't surprise me, Lou. Everybody has to get their money. That's just how it goes. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber, and he pops it up. It's hit out over towards shallow right field. And the catch is made by Isaac Collins for out number 3. It's time to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Phillies have 2 hits, the Brewers have 5. Neither team has blinked. Can Ranger continue to match Freddy is the question. We'll see. All right. We're going to take a sip of coffee together. If you guys have a cup of coffee, or if you guys have a drink in your hand, this one goes out right before the Birds game. We got ourselves the Dunkin' coffee. All right. Cheers. Cheers. There we go. That's hot. That's hot. But it's good. All right. Bottom of the 5th, no score between the Phillies and the Brewers. Epo baby. Philly 500 is awesome. He is. That's a guy who has a lot of passion, brings really good analysis, and he bleeds green. I mean, he just does. There's no way to sugarcoat that. He's awesome. Bandman says, I listen to a little bit of everything. I got coffee. Cheers, says Mark. Cheers. See if we can agree on that. It's beautiful. I'm about to put my pizza order in, says Lou. Anybody have coffee with pizza? Is that an actual thing? We need 36 more subs for us to get to 7,200. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel too. A little bit laid back today with our stream. That's all good. There isn't really a whole lot of action in this one anyways. Ranger is on the mound. I'm saying offensive action. Pitching wise, it's been an awesome game. Suarez kicks, delivers, throws a curveball that catches the knees for strike 1. When we look at both of these pitchers today, Ranger has gone 4 innings. He has struck out just 3 batters. He's allowed 5 hits, though. No runs, no walks. The pitch. That's a foul ball. The 0-2. That's down for a ball. Who's Mike? 1-2 pitch. And Ranger does not get the call there. That was clearly a strike at the knees. Oh, is Mike the boyfriend? I didn't know he had a name. Huh. We got 375 people watching, 143 likes. Let's go. The pitch. Foul ball. I love the Thomas Mott Show and top billing for all Eagles content and JJ for casting games. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ranger gets the strikeout anyways. I need a little air horn. I feel like we're lacking that today. I want this to stay up. Might just take the lid off eventually. Here's the pitch. And that is taken for a called strike. 35 more subs. Oh, my sub, Mike. I've never seen him drink coffee. The 0-1. And that is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Churio, who is in the batter's box. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. There's 65 pitches thrown so far in this game from Ranger. Here's the 1-1. That's up high. My sub. I thought we got a name for the boyfriend. For the husband. For the husband. I'm so sorry. My mind is all over the place. Don't take that personally. The 2-1, and that's inside for ball 3. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And Churio was ready to walk over to first, and the home plate umpire says, come back here. That's a strike. The Thomas Macho. Macho Man. Now you're going to get Macho Man stuck in my head. Macho Man. 3-2 pitch. That misses outside for ball 4. And Churio was ready to walk over to first in the last pitch. Now walks over to first again. And this time, nothing is said. Except ball 4. I got you. Here comes Collins with a 2-run homer in last night's game. He's up at the plate and takes a strike. He's a switch hitter. He's batting .277 on the season. Did double earlier in the ball game. And Ranger gets ahead in the count. No balls, 1 strike. Got to watch out for Churio over at first. He can steal. Keep hitting that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. 0-1 delivery. That is in the dirt for ball 1. Collins has gotten a hit in 5 of his last 6 games. Churio is 18 for 25 in stolen base attempts. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball hit sharply over to third. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2. And around the horn double play. And Ranger again gets out of the inning. And we're going to the 6th frame. We are still scoreless. Ranger versus Freddy. What a battle it's been. And so we go to the 6th. Can the Phillies finally capitalize? We'll see. Mustafa, right? Is that how you say it? Mustafa. All games are rigged. It's pouring rain near Pittsburgh. Go, boy. So that means that we're getting rain tonight, just like chat said. Okay. What time is it? It's probably not going to hit Philly till, like, what, 8 o'clock? We don't have it's funny, we don't have a lot of rain in our forecast, but let's look at the Philly weather. Yep, it says 8 o'clock it'll hit Philly. Yep, 50% chance at 8 o'clock. If it's lightning, then it gets delayed. 10 o'clock, there's a 40% chance of lightning. That's what we care about. Doesn't matter if they play in the rain. They'll play in the rain. Now, that might actually, people are talking about betting. That would change things for the bet, for the people that are betting, of course. We're going to the 6th. We just had a thunderstorm here in Lancaster. Rain, sleet, or snow. Eagles ready to go. As long as it's not lightning. That's it. Top of the 6th. No score between the Phillies and the Brewers. Rangers only had 72 pitches. Yeah, we said that. It's pretty wild. It's rigged, clearly. So now Bryce Harper will lead off the 6th inning. Harper has actually had a good day defensively. And he also walked, too. Will show bunts, and he pops up the first pitch over towards the third base side, and then it'll go into the Phillies dugout. Did Gotham catch that? I don't think that was Gotham. Maybe it was Kevin Long. Obviously playing Harper to pull. The third base line is wide open, though. There's the 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Aaron Ashby is on the mound now. So the Phillies did get to Freddy Peralta. No balls, 2 strikes. Pat Murphy said you're done. The 0-2. There's a bouncer. Hit over to third base. And the throw over to first by Durbin is in plenty of time for the first out. Guys, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. After the game is done, we have the Eagles game at 8 o'clock. They'll really start at 8:20, but we'll go on around 8 o'clock. We'll do a pregame show, and then we got the game. And we got a postgame show tonight, and you can call on in and give me your thoughts on the game. 1 out and the pitch. Bouncing ball hit over to third base by JT. Durbin has it, throws it over to first, and there is out number 2. Two up, 2 down. Ashby with a 2.25 earned run average. He's had a very good season in the Brewers bullpen. And now bring up Brandon Marsh to the plate. Here's the pitch. That's called a ball. That was at the knees. Marsh is going to tie a shoe as he steps out of the box. Now a step back in. Lefty versus lefty. The 1-0 pitch to Marsh. That is down for ball 2. So the count is now 2-0. This game is an hour and 20 minutes old. Hour 30, really. The next pitch. There's a strike called. Marsh this season is batting .320 when he is ahead in the count. When he's behind in the count, it's not so good. The 2-1 pitch. That is low again for ball 3. What's up, Doug? What's up, John? John Mayer is here. Wait, did that say John Mayer? Just Max is here. Maybe that was just my eyes. Just Max. 3-1 pitch, and that's taken low for ball 4. Ashby does give up a 2-out walk. I'm going to take the hat off. We're going to wait. We'll wait till the inning is over. Maybe that'll help. 2 gone, top of the 6th. Bader is up at the plate, and the pitch is a slider, and that's up high and outside. Final scores for tonight's Birds game. We'll do that now. Final scores. There's the 1-0 to Bader. That's up high again for ball 2. Throw in the stop signs in the chat. I'm not swinging at anything here. There's no reason why Bader should swing. Let Ashby try to find the zone. Time is called. Two-oh pitch. There's a foul ball. 34-17 Birds, 27-10 Birds, 34-17 Eagles. Let's go. I'm so fired up. 52-10 Eagles. Oh my gosh. Toss bat to first, not in time. The 2-1 pitch, and Bader gets a piece of it and fouls it off. He'll step back into the box. Ashby gets set again at the belt. Gets the signs and delivers. Swing and a miss. And Bader goes down swinging. And we're ready to head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still no score between the Phillies and the Brewers. And Ashby comes in, does his job. Phillies can't capitalize. And it's time to go to the bottom of the 6th. Okay. All right. One more quick step off. 34-17 Birds, 28-21 Eagles, 52-10. Seems a little bit out of pocket. Ooh. Larry says tie. All right, we'll be right back. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. William Contreras is up at the plate. And the pitch that he takes is just low, according to the ump, for ball 1. You don't see all the Bader hype. Or wait, you don't see all the Bader love. Well, didn't he just get you 4 hits the other day? Didn't he hit you like a game-tying home run against the New York Mets? Didn't he also have like a big 3-run home run against the Baltimore Orioles? 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. And that's low for ball 3. I mean, he did have like 2 bad throws. He also had 1 really nice throw to get Lindor out over at second. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch is taken down for ball 3. And the man has also gotten at least 1 hit in 4 of his last 5 games. He also did go 3 for 5 against the Brewers the other night. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th. Contreras up at the plate. And the 3-1. Looked a little bit outside, but it's taken for a called strike. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ranger kicks and deals and does not get the call there. And Contreras gets on with a leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 6th. So he'll be over at first base. There's a statue of Bob. It's an awesome one. Bob Uecker, that is. The pitch is outside for a ball. For those of you who don't know, and there are people out there that are new to the channel or that have only gotten into baseball recently, the 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Bob Uecker, of course, was a broadcaster for the Milwaukee Brewers, was actually a player for the Milwaukee Braves. He actually also played for the Phillies, too, back in 1966 and 67. 1-1, and that misses outside for ball 2. But he was the broadcaster with the Brewers from 71 till 2024. This is what I mean. Like, nobody wants to give up the dream job. He was with them for 53 years. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Marsh goes back towards the track, and it'll hit off the top of the wall. Contreras will head over to third base. And there is a double hit by Andrew Vaughn. He'll be over at second. That was a big hit there. BW is here. Well, to be fair, plenty of mid-players hitting home runs off of us this year. What's up, BW? Drop your link down below. Yes, sir. 2 runners in scoring position, one of the greatest to ever do it. That's an understatement. The pitch to Caleb, and he chops a foul. Folks, if you love baseball, make sure that you go subscribe to BW. He calls an awesome game. As good as anybody on YouTube. The ball is 1 strike. Here's a changeup that misses outside for a ball. So again, no post-game show tonight. We gotta eat some dinner. And then we got to get ready for the other game. It's not a baseball game. It's that time of the year. 1-1, foul ball. Phillies and Brewers combined are 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Suarez with 85 pitches. Kicks, delivers, and the 1-2 is grounded over towards the right side. Stott has it, checks the runner at third, but throws over to first and gets the easy out there. Good job by Ranger. Good job for the defense, too, to be shifted the way that they were. Tanner Banks is getting warmed up in the bullpen. My guess is that he would face Perkins. Here's Danny Jansen. The pitch. That ball's popped up over towards center field. Is it deep enough is the question. Bader gets under it. He'll make the catch. Contreras thought about going, decides not to, and he would have been out. The throw was drawn right over towards home plate, and there's out number 2. Not deep enough. So 2 away, bottom of the 6th. And Monasterio is due up. Mods drop, BW's link down below. The infield was in. Yep. Good critique. Here's the pitch to Monasterio. That's taken for a ball. Andrew today, 0 for 2. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball, hit sharply over to third. Bohm picks it up, throws it over to first, and Ranger gets out of the jam. We're going to the 7th inning. There were 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, and Ranger Suarez found a way to come through and give the Phillies a chance to try to take the lead as they go to the top of the 7th inning with still no score. Great job by Ranger today. That was impressive. That was really impressive. So, yes. All right, so they put out the fire, and we're going to the 7th inning. Max Kepler will lead it off for Philadelphia. It'll be Kepler, Bohm, and Stott that are due up. All right. And with that, we're going to take... we're going to keep it here. We will... Once it is 6 o'clock, by the time we go to the 8th inning, we are going to go raid our friend Mitch Klofsky and go wish him a happy birthday. Mitch, of course, covers the Sixers. He also does Eagles content too. So we're going to go wish him a happy birthday because he's awesome. It's great. All right. MVPs for tonight. MVPs for the Birds game. That's what we're talking about. Who do you think will be the MVP of this game? That's what I want to know. I would love to know that. So Peralta went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, struck out 8 batters. Ranger, on the other hand, 4 strikeouts, but no runs, 6 hits, 6 innings, and 2 walks. He has really done an awesome job delivering from the stretch and cutting out of jams. Here comes Kepler to lead off the 7th inning. Myers is going to go out there to pitch. That's Tobias Myers, who's pitching in his 16th outing. First pitch is down for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Max Kepler. And here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's off target for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Kepler, swing and a miss. And that makes the count now 2-1. Max today 1 for 1. He did double. He also walked against Freddy. 2-1 pitch, and that misses again inside for ball 3. Now, if you're Kepler here, what do you do? David Robertson is getting warmed up in the Phillies bullpen, so that is probably going to be it for Ranger. 3-1 pitch to Max, and he chops it foul towards the first base side. Ball boy gets it, and the count is now full. The payoff pitch to Kepler. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on a splitter that hit the upper tier of the strike zone. And Tobias Myers records out number 1 via strikeout. It was a good pitch. Not what Kepler was looking for, though. Bohm takes a cutter on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Myers, 27 years old, from Winter Haven, Florida, is a 3.83 earned run average. The ball is 1 strike, and here's the windup in the pitch. That is up high and inside for ball 1. We are 33 subscribers away, folks, from getting to 7,200 subscribers. Myers with the 1-1 pitch, and Bohm sends it foul towards the right side, and it'll be a souvenir. As soon as I heard a ground ball to the right side, second base, I figured RBI ground out. Yeah. But I think I did say that he checked the runner over at third, though. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and that's going to get past the dive of Collins. Out over towards right, all the way towards the wall. Bohm is going to go on over to second base. Where is he now? He is going to be over at third as he gets on with a triple. The throw was cut off by the second baseman. They did not show Bohm going over to third, but he gets on with a triple. And so a sac fly can give the Phillies the lead. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Let's go. Bohm's third triple of the season comes in the top of the 7th with 1 out. Here comes Stott, and the pitch is up high for a ball. Even potentially just like a slow roller towards the middle could possibly... Nah, with the Bohm speed, you're going to have to hit one to the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the pitch. That's a splitter taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Let's go, chat. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Bohm. Strike 2. That's a fastball at the knees at 94 miles per hour. Bryson Stott hitless in 2 at-bats. He has struck out. He also flied out as well. That was in his last at-bat. 32 more subscribers. Let's go. Drop the Bohm on me, baby. The 1-2 to Stott. And he gets a piece of it and stays alive. Up next is Trey Turner. Myers only gave up 6 earned runs in 17 innings in the month of August. 1-2, ground ball, hit over to first base, and the infielder was playing in and just took it over to the bag. And there is out number 2. That was a bullet hit by Stott. It wasn't even a slow roller. Vaughn was over on the grass. He was just able to get the glove down, check the runner at third, and then took it over to first base himself. There's out number 2. Not the result that you wanted there. Here comes Turner. And Turner takes a fastball down the middle. He had a quarter of a swing there. No contact anyways. No balls, 1 strike. Myers kicks, deals. And Turner fouls it off. Hit a bouncer over towards the third base side. But it was foul. Turner is 0 for 3. Up next is Schwarber. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch to Turner, and he smacks it foul. Out of play it goes towards the right side. Turner is batting .336 this season with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 to Trey, and another foul ball. Got a piece of the splitter. And continues to battle. So it's been 4-seamer, splitter, 4-seamer, splitter as the pitch sequence. Bowman third, 2 outs, top of the 7th. We're tied up and scoreless. 0-2 on the way. Line drive, beasting out to left field. And Trey Turner gets the Phillies on the board with an RBI single. That's one way to break the ice. That pitch was heading into the dirt. And Trey Turner able to dig it out and hook it out to left. Schwarberian's coming up, but before that happens, Pat Murphy will pull the plug on Tobias Myers. So Bohm scores. That was awesome. It's a good thing he actually ended up going over to third base and getting that triple, because I don't think he would have scored if he was at second, to be honest with you. This is like my first high school dance. No one wants to score. I like that one. Let's go. All right. So before the Schwarberian comes up, we have a pitch and change. And guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. BW, again, drop your plug down below, as always, or the mods will do it for you. I mean, the mods are pretty good at doing that. But, feel free to do that, my friend, for sure. I tip my cap to BW. Yep, I took it off because it started to get a little bit hot up here, and I wanted to just take it off. But yeah, I'm actually cooling down a little bit. But it just, sometimes like I'll have the hat on with the headphones, and it's just like I realize that I am getting a haircut soon, but like when the hair starts to fill up there with the headsets, it makes the head a little bit uncomfortable, Yes. Don't worry, Kyle will end the innings, says Doug. Way to be positive. Let's go. It's all right, Doug. You're my guy. You're my guy. All right, 32 more subs till we get to 7,200. Again, my name is Jason Joseph. Let me do a quick plug real quick. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. You get Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies content on this channel. We also do MLB Diamond Zone, which is basically like NFL Red Zone, but it's for baseball. We also do Sunday Night Baseball, too. Check us out. All right, here comes Kyle Schwarber. And before the first pitch is thrown, the toss back over to first is not in time. Trey Turner not going anywhere. The new pitcher that is on the mound, too, for Milwaukee, that is Rob Zastryzny, 33 years old from Edmonton. First pitch to Schwarber, and he looks at a 4-seamer down the middle at 91 miles per hour and is behind in the count already. No balls, 1 strike. Phillies up 1-0 on an RBI single by Turner. And the 0-1, it's a wild pitch. It bounces in the dirt. Turner will go to second, and the count is 1-1. I don't think that Danny Jansen did a good job at block. Well, clearly he didn't do a good job blocking that pitch, but it just took a weird bounce. And Jansen did not anticipate that. He did flip the glove over. He tried to block it with his chest pad, and it just bounced right on by him towards his right side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schwarber, and the pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, picks it up, throws it over to first, and we are heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies do, however, get their first run of the ball game as Bohm tripled and Trey Turner drove him in on an RBI single out to left field. And so the Phillies are up 1-0. They'll be back in just a few moments, and it is time for trivia. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, however, you will hear this. Okay, we're going to go easy. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. This is for those of you who truly do know your Phillies players. Which Phillies player won the Gold Glove in 2019? It's an easy one. We're going to go easy. We're going easy today. I think today should be an easy day. Which Phillies player won Gold Glove in 2019? J-Roll did not play for the Phillies in 2019. Brad Lidge did also not play for the Phillies in 2019. Which Phillies player won Gold Glove in 2019? It's an easy one. Was it Wheeler? JT. Good job. Nice job. William got it. Doug got it. And John Dasher. Shout out to John Dasher. What's going on? Dr. MP also got it. You get a bell. Yes. Nice job. Bro, Kyle is selling my bets as Kendrick. Well, I'm really sorry. Odubel Herrera. That was a nice try, but no. I forgot he was actually on that team. Oh, my gosh. Odubel Herrera. David Robertson, who was also on that 2019 team, I believe, is on the mound. And the first pitch that's thrown to Blake Perkins is taken for strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 10. David Robertson is pitching. We got to lock in. We got to lock on in. Told you that would be an easy one. The soothing sound of the loser tuba. Never know when I'm going to play it. You just never know. Perkins in the box. The 0-2 pitch. That ball was fouled away. David Robertson, who's on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies, well, this year has a 3.12 ERA. He's 40 years old. It's crazy. 0-2. That knuckle curve misses downstairs. 14 strikeouts on the season for David Robertson. That is an 8 2/3 of an inning. 1-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go? I didn't see. He did. And there is out number one. What is going on with NBC Sports today? Come on. It was a late cut over to the umpire, and they didn't see the call, but then they showed Perkins going back to the dugout. So there's out number one, regardless. And that'll bring up Bryce Turang, who will pinch hit the pitch. There's a called strike. It's funny because Pat Murphy puts in Bryce Turang here. Turang is a lefty. Oh, and Robertson's a righty. Okay, I stand my case. 0-1 pitch. There's a called strike. How stupid. Here's the 0-2. That misses outside for ball one. Robertson kicks, fires, and it misses downstairs. Ranger, by the way, is now eligible to get the win. The 2-2 delivery from Robertson, and Turang pops it up. It's hit out over towards shallow left field. Marsh gets under it, makes the catch right by the letters, and there's out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down, and 1 more to go. And Jackson Churio will come up as we flip the lineup card. We are 31 subscribers away, folks, from getting to 7,200. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel right now. The pitch to Churio, swing and a miss on a cutter at 92. Good pitch there. Nothing in 1 is the count. Robertson winds up and deals. That's low. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Robertson gets the signs. Kicks. Fires. And there's strike 2. Churio kept the bat on his shoulder on that pitch. That cutter was just at the knees. Banks is getting warmed up again. Robertson's 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And Churio spoils it foul. And he punches the bat. Not happy with himself there. His timing was off. He thought that he could drill that pitch. And he's still shaking his head. 14 pitches in this 7th inning so far for Robertson. And the 1-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Backhanded by Turner. He picks it up. Throws over to first. And a 1-2-3 inning by David Robertson. And we're going to the top of the 8th inning. Harper will lead it off. The meat and potatoes of the lineup due up for Philadelphia when they return to action. And with that, we're going to go say hi to Mitch Kofsky. We're going to go say hello. And yeah, all right, we'll go rate him right now. I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to paste it right now. Let's go say hi to MK and wish him a happy, happy birthday. All right, be right back. All right, we are back on. Phillies lead at 1-0 on an RBI single from Trey Turner. And Baum scored. He got on with a triple. That was back in the 7th inning. Here comes Harper to the plate. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. Zastryzny is still pitching. Keep those likes coming. Keep those subs coming as well. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. Zastryzny kicks and deals. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Gotta keep remembering to turn that on Do Not Disturb right now. 0-2 pitch to Harper. That's down for a ball. So Bryce today 0 for 2. He did walk. But he also made a really nice play defensively. At the time, it was a game-saving play. Just a good heads-up play. 1-2. Nat misses outside for ball 2. All right, Shaq, come on. Let's go. Charge! The 2-2 to Harper. Down and away for ball 3. That was bad timing on my end. 30 more subs till we get to 7,200, baby. Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. The payoff pitch on the way. That ball is fouled. The mask came flying off of Jansen. Ouch. That actually hit the mask. Then it hit just right in front of the dirt. I thought it got a piece of the shin guard. Who do you go with in the bottom of the 8th, folks? Is it Orion? 3 balls, 2 strikes to Harper. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. A fastball right down Broad Street. And he could not catch up to it. He was late. And there's out number 1. I was thinking he was going to go fastball down the middle. And he did. And Harper knew it too, but he was just late on the swing. Just a little bit late. So now it's JT who comes up to the plate. First pitch to JT, and he slices it foul. You think it'll be Banks? I guess so, because he was warming up. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Phillies. This is Rob's 19th game he has pitched in this season. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Went with a changeup there. Full JT. And back-to-back strikeouts for Rob Zastrizny. Phillies offense today has struck out a total of 12 times. Brewers, they've struck out just 5. Marsh is up. And Rob kicks and fires, and the first pitch is called a strike. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch is low for a ball. Again, Rob just has a 1.76 ERA. Has not allowed a run since June 17th. Now, he did miss some time. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. The pitch on the way. That's outside for ball 2. He had rib stress. That's what they called it. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Hit out over towards shallow center field. Monasterio backpedals over on the grass. Makes the catch. And we are heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Strahm is going to go out there to face Isaac Collins. We'll see how he does. Can the Phillies hang on to this 1-0 lead is the question. This is a big inning for them here. Got to be able to hang on. Fasten those seatbelts, folks. It's going to be a bumpy, bumpy ride. Drama. We love drama, right, Philadelphia? Oh, gosh. I need a sip of coffee for this. Cheers. L'chaim. Oh my gosh. All right. Strom needs to pull this one together. He does. He needs a good outing here. In this part of the lineup, I don't really even know why you go to Strom, to be honest with you. But I guess the Devils, the flip side of it is, do you trust Orion right now? No, because that's really supposed to be his spot. So I guess Strom is your best option now that I really do think about it. But yeah, gotta hang on here. Gotta hang on here. We gotta take 2 out of 3 against this Brewers team. Gotta lock in. Time for Alvarado. I don't even know if I trust Alvarado. Odin, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I thought I missed it, and I was like, wait, why didn't I get notified?
Thanks for all content, JJ.
Thank you, my friend. That was really nice. Thank you so much. Strom pitching. This is his 60th appearance of the season, and he misses. The first pitch is inside for ball 1. All right, lock in. Lock in, baby. Come on. Isaac Collins doubled in the third. 1 ball, no strikes. Strom kicks, deals, the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. Bader says, I got it. And he does. And he'll squeeze it for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nice. Don't really know if I like the pitch there. It was down the middle, but he executed. So now it's William Contreras who is due up. Contreras in the box. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That was a nice slider. That thing tailed inside, and Contreras took half a swing. 30 more subscribers, so we get to 7,200. Let's go, folks. Keep those subs coming. The ball is 1 strike on the way, and the pitch. That is a pie for a ball. We got 531 people watching, 192 likes. Let's change that. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 300. 1-1. That misses again upstairs for ball 2. After the game is done, we have the Eagles tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure that you guys join us for that. 2 balls, 1 strike to William Contreras. Strom's 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Strom winds up and fires, and it's high for ball 3. Strom getting ready to throw the payoff pitch, and here it comes, and that's a foul ball. Come on, guys, hit that sub button. Keep going. A lot of suspense. How's everybody's heart rate? 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. A slider down the middle. Contreras went guessing. And, well, there's 2 outs. That was big. Now Andrew Vaughn is coming up to the plate. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th. Vaughn steps up and takes strike 1. That's a slider at the knees. And the count is 0-1. Vaughn is 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a single and a double. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 0-1 pitch, and Strom will get the call there. Got a slider. That was towards the outer third of the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Strom kicks, fires the pitch. Line drive hit out to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That was off the end of the bat of Vaughn. And it bounces in front of Kepler, who throws it back in over to second. And there's a 2-out opposite field single by Vaughn. Had him right on the ropes. And Caleb Durbin is due up next. Durbin and Vaughn have done a lot of the quote-unquote offensive damage. Strom looks over at first. Now back to the plate, and the pitch to Durbin. It's high, but it's a wild pitch to throw over the second. That's going to get on by Bryson Stott. I don't know why JT threw it. Bader's going to throw it over to third, and now Bowers is over at third base. So Jake Bowers came on in the pinch run for Vaughn, and first of all, how JT did not catch that, I don't know, and then he threw it over to second. That was a wild throw, and now the tying run is over at third. I don't know how JT didn't catch that, and then he just threw it way over Stott's head. Even if he was 8 feet tall, I don't know if he would have caught that. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that's low for a ball. Do it yourself, Strom. Bowers at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's strike 2. That's a fastball at the knees. The tying run, 90 feet away from scoring. Brewers knocking on the door. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Popped up, hit out over towards the right side. It's slicing foul, goes out of play, and we'll do it again. One ball, 2 strikes to Caleb Durbin. Strom delivers from the stretch, and the pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out over towards shallow center field. Bader says he has it. He does. And Matt Strom able to get out of the inning. And we're going to the 9th. You can now breathe. Phillies are up 1-0 as they go to the 9th inning. Nice job. Wow. JT had to make it more stressful, but he did it. Good for Strom. That was a big spot. Brewers are now 0 for 10 today with runners in scoring position, and the Phillies are 1 for 7. That's the difference of the ballgame. That's it. That's the difference. That's it. He got out of it. He got Do it again. Whew. That was awesome. Not having Yelich hurts you big time. Yeah, it's not just Yelich, right? Like, Turang sat today, and Sal Frelick sat today, too. So, 1-0 as we go to the 9th inning. But still. My name is Jason Joseph. Guys, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you have not hit the subscribe button yet, I don't know what else I can do to convince you guys. I mean, we go on for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We got the Eagles game tonight. We've been very dedicated to the craft. I cannot wait for the Birds game tonight. Hopefully you guys are there for that. We do have a redirect over to that stream once this one is done. But yes, I love each and every one of you. Thank you all very, very much for all the love and the support that you've given me. We'll do a quick recap and a little post-game show, but not going to take phone calls after this. We will take phone calls after the Eagles game. That'll be cool. All right. Baseball's a joke. Thank God the footballs are back. I 1,000% disagree with you. I mean, I love football. Don't get me wrong. But baseball, love me good baseball. Joel Payamps is going to go out there to pitch for Milwaukee. Bader comes up. Phillies could definitely use insurance here. That's an understatement. And the pitch is taken for strike one. That's a slider. We also, by the way, in 2 weeks at this time, are going to have a big stream on Thursday. The pitch to Bader. Line drive. Hit out over towards the third base line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards the corner. Bader's rounding first. He's going to second. And he gets on with a leadoff double. Got a fastball down the middle. Got the barrel of the bat on it. Kept it fair. And Harrison Bader comes through. That's how you get your 20th double of the season. And now Max Kepler's coming up. Payamps kicks and fires and throws a slider that's down for a ball. Baseball is too inconsistent when it comes to betting. Well, if you just love the game purely, maybe not from a betting perspective, but just as a sport, it's different. How can you dislike baseball? The 1-0 pitch, and that's high for ball two. There's the Durantula. He is warming up. Everybody throw a spider down low in the chat. Get those spiders out. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kepler's 1 for 2. Charge! 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That slider was at 83 miles per hour. I agree, Lewis. I 1,000% agree with you. The drama. Ugh, that's great. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Max Kepler. The 2-2 pitch. And that's high. Did he go? He did not go. Definitely held up. The count is full. Payamps gets set at the belt. Kicks, fires, and Kepler grounds it over to shortstop. The runner will go over to third. The throw to first is in time, but the out is productive. So Bader is now at third base. And there is 1 out in the top of the 9th. A deep fly ball gets Bader home. Got to get the second run here. Pitch to Bohm, and that misses outside for a ball. Now look, Bohm ahead in the count, 1-0. He's 1 for 3. One ball, no strikes. The next pitch to Bohm, and he stares at the slider on the inside corner for strike 1. Payamps' ERA this year at an 8.35, but it's at a 4.91. Or it was at a 4.91 in the month of May. So PM is making his return. Forgot to mention that. 1-1 pitch, and that misses inside for ball 2. PM said a grade 2 left thumb sprain. Next pitch, that's taken for ball 3. Three-one pitch on the way. There's strike 2 on the inside corner. Three-two pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Bohm is down on strikes, and there is out number 2 in the 9th inning. Just wanted to reiterate something. This was actually, I stand corrected. The Brewers actually selected PM's contract from AAA. He was removed from the Brewers' 40-man roster back in May after holding an 8.35 ERA, so he did not have an injury. All right, here we go. Stotts up in the pitch. Line drive, base it out to right field. Bader will easily score. And Stott goes over to second base. Gets on with an RBI double. And the Phillies get the insurance that they need. Bryson Stott with an RBI double. And he yanked it out to right. Here comes Trey Turner to the plate, and Turner takes upstairs for ball 1. The count is 1-0. You could see that little fist bump, that little yes sir body language from Harrison Bader as he came on in to score. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch from Payamps, and that is taken for a called strike. There's Bader talking to Kevin Long. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards second base, who will pick it up. The throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Phillies capitalize. They get an extra run, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. The tarantula is coming on in, folks. 2-0 Phillies, and they are hoping to hang on to this lead. And before that does occur, if you have not hit the thumbs up button yet, make sure that you guys do that. Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. We do have, in 2 weeks, I was going to say this, and then I got distracted, but we do have a 15-hour stream that we're doing, and we're raising money for familial dysautonomia. I will be sure to make a promo about it. I said that I was going to do it earlier in the week. I just got busy. It'll be coming out probably by tomorrow. But we're doing a 15-hour stream. We're raising awareness for familial dysautonomia. My brother, who passed away 5 years ago, the anniversary was on Monday. He had familial dysautonomia, so we're going to try to raise awareness for it. And we're going to be doing an episode of Diamond Zone, which is basically like NFL Red Zone, but we do it for baseball. We've been doing that about 3 to 4 times a week. It's been a lot of fun, but we're going to dedicate that particular one to him, and we're going to raise awareness for familial dysautonomia and do some good, because that's what we want to do on this channel. We want to take it to another level, and I'm really excited about that. I think that this channel has big things coming up. I really do. All right, we are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Duran is going to go out there to pitch. 62 games for Yohan Duran. And so 28 save opportunities, 25 saves on the season. He's thrown just 3. Blown just 3. He has an ERA of less than a 2. He's ready to go out there firing. And he'll face Danny Jansen to start off the bottom of the 9th inning. Jansen 0 for 3 with a ground out, a fielder's choice, and a flyout. Phillies have put up 2 runs. They had an RBI single from Turner and an RBI double from Bryson Stott. Duran gets set above the belt, and the first pitch nearly hits Jansen. That was a 4-seamer in triple figures. The 27-year-old kicks and fires and throws a splitter at 96 that lands at the kneecaps for strike 1. Duran comes set and fires, and that ball is grounded back over towards the mound. Duran has it, fields it, throws it over to first. There's out number 1. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th inning. Was just going to mention that Jansen is 1 for 1 in his career against Duran. That doesn't really matter now. Now it's Andrew Monasterio that is due up for the Brew Crew. The pitch. That is low for a ball. Duran kicks, deals. There's a splitter right down the middle for strike 1. Monasterio 0 for 3. Duran gets the signs and delivers. And that is down for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The windup, the pitch. And he does not get the call there. That is ball 3. JT didn't really do a good job of selling the call. The 3-1 offering. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Bader goes back over towards the track. Does he have room? He does! He makes the leaping catch! Oh, what a play by Harrison Bader! He went towards the wall. He leaped up, he caught it, and brought it back in. And makes an absolute awesome play. I don't know if it would have been a home run, but it at least would have been a double. And there are 2 outs in the 9th inning, and Duran says thank you very much. It's all up to Sal Frelick, who will come on in to pinch hit for Perkins. And he takes a knuckle curve all the way for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That is up high for ball 1. Frelick is just 2 for 17 as a pinch hitter in his career. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls it off. And Milwaukee down to its final strike. Drop the spiders in the chat. Activate those spiders. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball. And that's hit out to left. It's hooking foul. And it will be a foul ball. Went into no man's land. Just sliced foul. One ball, two strikes. Duran gets the signs from JT. And here's the 1-2, and that is upstairs, and it actually went above the glove of JT. There was no chance for him to catch that in a squatting position. Thank goodness the runner wasn't on, because that would have been a wild pitch. Duran trying to shut the door. He kicks. He deals. The pitch is flinged foul towards the third base side. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes, and another foul ball on a 99-mile-per-hour splitter. What a battle between Frelick and Duran. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and the tarantula turns out the lights. Ringing the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win and take 2 out of 3 against the Brew Crew. Oh, wow. That was awesome. My gosh. Guys, okay, you just went to Milwaukee. You took 2 out of 3 against the best team in baseball. I don't care if Christian Yelich did not play today. I don't care if Sal Frelick did not start. I don't care if Bryce Turang didn't start. Ranger Suarez was so good on the mound today. He was so good out there. Gotta give him credit where credit is due. He went toe-to-toe with Freddy Peralta, outdueled him. Well, really, if we're being honest, he went further. Yeah, I would actually say that he did outduel him, because guess what? The Phillies actually took Peralta out of the game early because they worked up that pitch count. I said that the only way that you were going to win this game is by A, playing small ball, and B, working up that pitch count of Freddy Peralta. You had to get him out of the game. And the Phillies did that. Ranger did everything in his power to keep you involved. How about that inning where he had runners at second and third with nobody out? He gave up that double to Vaughn, and he still got out of that inning. He worked his way out of the jam. He was awesome. Great start from Ranger Suarez, and you needed that. Harrison Bader, great catch out in center field. That was awesome. Matt Strom, the Phillies bullpen, spectacular. Man, that type of win gives you goosebumps. Okay, this was not like you were going up against Jose Quintana or the Mitchell Parkers of the world. You're going up against one of the best pitchers in baseball. You're doing it on the road. That was a gutsy win. You had to grind that one out. And you took 2 out of 3 against the Brewers. Great. Really good stuff. I am really proud of the way that this team grinded today because it was not going to be easy against Peralta. But you put yourself in this position, and again, you call yourself a contender, you got to go out there and win the series. And they did. And so now you go out to Miami, and again, I feel like that you have to take 2 out of 3 there, but I just want to embrace this win because this win was awesome. Trey Turner, that pitch was going into the dirt, and he made contact with the ball just to drive in Bowman. Bohm, by the way, a triple for Alec Bohm. I don't think that was in anybody's. I don't think that was on anybody's bingo cards. But yeah, they did what they had to do. Bader's double in the 9th, awesome. And then Bryson Stott, your bottom of the lineup, did damage. The difference of the game was how you hit with runners in scoring position. And sure, did the Brewers not capitalize? Yes. But I give the Phillies credit. This was not like you were going up against the Braves and Ranger gives up 10 hits and he just squeaks by. No, this was a game where Ranger, I thought, dominated. That changeup, that curveball, even him mixing in the fastball, he was pinning those edges. He came out of the gates in that first inning and struck out Churio and Collins to start off the game. He set the tone. Great stuff. I'll take that. And then Matt Strahm. I know I'm all over the place. Matt Strahm, got to tell you what, gives up that single with 2 strikes on Vaughn. Vaughn, to his credit, good piece of hitting, goes the opposite way. And then they decide to pinch run with Bowers. JT makes that awful throw. First of all, you got to catch the ball, dude. And I know that it's JT that we're talking about, and JT is usually better than this, but we have seen JT, and maybe it's because the miles are on the tires. I don't even know if you should have made that throw to second base. I don't think you should have done that, but Strahm was just like, you know what, I'm going to get the out myself. All I got to do is just get 1 out here. 1 out. And he did. That was fantastic. All right, we'll read some chats, and then we're going to sign off. All right, we are getting off in just a few minutes. Again, I'm not doing a full post-game show because I got to save the energy for the Birds, and I got to get ready for the Birds. But that was awesome. That was a hard-fought win. And by the way, we know somebody was on here before criticizing Harrison Bader. Harrison Bader, my gosh, you could make the case that he was, I don't know if I would say player of the game. I think player of the game is easy. You got to go to Ranger Suarez because without Rangers pitching, you don't win this game. You just don't win this game. So Ranger is the whole entire pitching staff was MVP. You shut out the Brewers. You shut them out. Let that sink in. You shut them out. That was not a fluke. Great. Great stuff. It's beautiful. All right, let's read some text messages. What did you grow up in the barn? Close the darn door. I'm still behind. It's beautiful. All right. Nice job. All right, let's scroll down and read some texts. BW, thank you so much for hanging out. I have an eternity to sleep. Life goes pretty fast, but yeah, I got in a full night's sleep on an off day today. Doing good. Nice. I'm doing good too, I guess, he says. Naima says, I'm sorry about your brother. I'm sure he's proud of the success that you put in. Thank you very, very much, Naima. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Is it true that Ranger's a free agent this offseason? Because we be looking for arms, says BW. He is. And I don't think that the Phillies are going to have enough money to re-sign him because Ranger, JT, and Schwarber are all free agents. There's no way that John Middleton is going to be able to open his bank account up and pay all three of those guys. There's no way that that's going to happen. Great job by the bullpen, Larry. Your bullpen, your bullpen had to be perfect today. I got to tell you, I tip my cap to Topper. I don't usually do that. I've been hard on him again this year. And I give credit to Rob where credit is due. I thought that he managed this one well. The thing was, though, I will tell you this. I didn't know if I liked the spot of getting Banks warmed up for the 7th inning because you guys know Rob. We all know what he usually does. We know his managing tendencies. When somebody gets warmed up after a starting pitcher goes 6 innings or so, and you see action, when you see action going on in the bullpen, that usually 9 times out of 10 means that Rob is going to go to that guy. But the Phillies did get a run, and they got Ranger the win. By the way, did not read the final stat line. We'll do that right now. Okay. Rangers now 11-6. Tobias Myers got the loss, not Freddy Peralta. Peralta got the no decision. And then Duran got his 26th save. We are getting off. That was a scrappy W. That was hard fought. Not only did you win the battle, but you won the war. Meaning that you did that. You took 2 out of 3 against this team. Thank you all so much for tuning on in to this episode of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. All right. But yes. Okay. I think that that's going to wrap it up for us. Great win. Ended on a positive note. You're now 6 games above the New York Mets, too, by the way, for that NL East division. Great. All right. That's it for me. Lila Tov, good night. I will catch you all on the next one. Lila Tov. Go Birds! See you back on here in an hour. All right. Peace out.